Hi guys, my name is Kylie Ellison and I will be doing my peer review on Composition 1 on Allison Apple. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. So the first question asked, does this artist genuinely understand the requirements for the project? I do believe that Allison did do a good job of venturing outside of her comfort zone, and she also made sure not to take pictures of anything flat, and she met all the requirements. She met the minimum amount of pictures, and I think she did a good job of broadening her horizon um, outside of her dorm and/or house, wherever she may live. Next, I think that Allison has really effectively used techniques of design and photography, in particular lighting. I think you can see that in these two pictures right here at the top, and pictures throughout that she really plays with the use of shadows. In particular, this image of this orange building, I think that if she did not have this shadow in this image, I don't think it would be nearly as interesting. It would just be a plain orange building with these windows and pots. But I think this shadow really adds something to this image, um, a little thing to draw your eye to. And she also plays with the sun in the background of these houses, and also here at the bottom, the sun coming from the back of these images. We also see the use of using like a grid technique when framing her photos. I think you can see those here, how this sculpture head is in like the left corner of her image, and it's still a focal point and your eye is so drawn to it, but we also have the plants in the other corner. But she does a really nice job of capturing this image in addition to this one right next to it, where it's a focal point and it's head on, it's the center of the photograph, and it still looks really nice. I think she also does a good job of that in this image of what seems like a Buddha stone. I think this image is really nice overall because we have this nice pop of green plants with this gray fence and this stone Buddha. It's a nice pop of color, and the way she framed it, it really draws your eye to this corner, and it looks really nice that we got a mix of the green plants in it and this Buddha. I think you can see that in some of her other images too, like in the image of these caterpillars, she framed it more so in the right corner, and we can just see that used as a technique. I also think that you could see portrait mode used in some of her images, particularly this one, because you can see that this top is like blurred out. You're focusing on something, and the whatever is like around the focal point is almost like blurred out slightly. She did a really nice job with these images. Overall, I think her best photos would be 2742, which is this one. I think the light, like reflecting off these icicles, and the way that she framed this photo, looking down, it draws your eye down to the where the rocks are, but it's still you still draw focus to the well, I don't think this is a rain catcher, and the colors of this are really beautiful because of this teal, and like I said, the light that we have reflecting off these icicles looks really nice. I think another one of my favorite photos that she took was 258, which is this one right here. I think that this image is really simple and really busy at the same time with all this art on the walls. This looks like a tattoo shop, maybe. All the art on the walls, there's a lot going on, but then the simplicity of like the room itself with this plain chair and bench, and then the white walls and this door with this mirror reflecting what looks like another restroom entrance. I think this photo is really strong, and you have a lot to look at, and at the same time, it's really simple, and I think it's a very colorful as well. I think another really nice image that she took are the ones of this orange building, like I had said. It really stood out to me just because of the color, and I think it's different because of the shadow in it. Um, I also, like I said, liked the Buddha image, and I think that this one is also really nice. I think the sign is really cool. I think some of her weakest photos are the first four, the ones of the caterpillars and of the onion. I think right around 2717, her images start to get a little bit stronger of the onion. I mean, she definitely played around with it, moving it in different places, but I think the first four of the onion are kind of hard to see because I don't know if it was turned on another side, but more so in this image and in this image, I think it's kind of hard to see where the onion's at when you're first looking at it, unlike this one, the 2717, where it really pops out. And then the images of the caterpillars, these first two and these two at the bottom, are a little bit blurry, and they're also very similar. So I think that was maybe one thing that Allison could improve on, is that some of her images are very similar, and I know it's hard to come up with a lot, but a lot of them are very similar to each other. So I would try to like steer away from that with the next project that we do. Overall, though, I think her images look really nice, and I think that she did a really nice job of playing around with lighting and framing her images. Thanks.